Now let's look into share nothing architecture. Share nothing architecture is a simple idea. Like the name suggests, nothing is getting shared here. Every node is made of a processor, main memory, and disk. Each node is self-sufficient and independent of any other nodes. It means there is no dependency between the nodes. This helps in eliminating the single point of failure in the system. The data is completely segregated. So, each of the node has sole responsibility for the data it holds. In this architecture, if one or more node fails, the system will still keep operating. This helps in implementing fault-tolerant system. Also, share nothing architecture does not suffer from distributed locking problem that we faced in the shared disk architecture. Now, let's look into the advantages of share nothing architecture. The first advantage is easier to scale. There is no limit when it comes to scaling in the share nothing model. Unlimited scalability is one of the best features of this type of architecture. Since nodes are independent and do not share resources, scaling up your application won't disturb the entire system. The second advantage is eliminates single point of failure. If one of the node in the application fails, it does not affect the functionality of other nodes because each node is self-reliant. Although node failure can impact the performance, it does not disturb the overall behavior of the application as a whole. The third advantage is simplifies upgrades and also it prevents the downtime. There is no need to shut down the system while working on or upgrading the individual nodes. Thanks to the redundancy, upgrading one node at a time does not impact the effectiveness of others. And having the redundant copies of data on different nodes prevents the unexpected downtime caused by the disk failure or the data loss. Now, after considering the benefits, let's take a look at a couple of disadvantages. The first disadvantage is cost. Each node has its own dedicated resources like processor, memory, and disk. And having the dedicated resource means higher cost when it comes to setting up the system. Additionally, transmitting the data that requires software interaction is more expensive compared to the shared disk architecture. The second disadvantage is decreased performance. If the cross communication layer isn't set up correctly, scaling up your system can eventually affect the overall performance. Now that you have the better understanding of shared disk architecture and share nothing architecture and how they work, let's proceed with the Snowflake architecture.